In the annals of ancient lore, the tale of Naamah, the Ammonite princess, and her marriage to Solomon, the king famed for his wisdom, unfolds as a saga marked by intrigue, love, and the dark shadow of spiritual apostasy. This narrative, deeply embedded within the fabric of the Old Testament, reveals a complex interplay of political alliances, the seductive lure of power, and the inevitable descent into idolatry, casting a long shadow over Solomon's reign and the United Kingdom of Israel. Naamah, born of royal Ammonite blood, was a figure of both beauty and mystery. The Ammonites, descendants of Lot and thus distant relatives of the Israelites, were often at enmity with Israel, making Naamah's union with Solomon not merely a marriage, but a potent symbol of potential peace or peril. This alliance, though strategic, was fraught with underlying tensions as it challenged the strict monotheism that underpinned Israelite identity and faith. King Solomon, whose wisdom was unparalleled in the ancient world, was said to have his heart ensnared by Naamah's charm. Yet beneath the surface of their union lay the seeds of his kingdom's undoing. The scriptures painstakingly detail Solomon's descent from a wise ruler who commenced his reign with God's favor to a king led astray by his love for Naamah and his other foreign wives, each bringing her gods and religious practices into the heart of Israel. The text of the first book of Kings serves as a grim chronicle of Solomon's spiritual decline. The king, who had been warned by divine law against multiplying wives, amassed a harem of unprecedented scale, with Naamah among the most influential. Her Ammonite heritage brought with it the worship of Molech, a deity whose veneration was infamously associated with the ghastly practice of child sacrifice. The biblical narrative shies not away from the grim reality of these rites, suggesting that Solomon's capitulation to such practices marked the zenith of his apostasy, a direct affront to the worship of Yahweh, the one true God of Israel. The construction of high places and altars to foreign gods, including those for Naamah's deities, across the once pure landscape of Israel, is depicted as Solomon's ultimate betrayal. The king's spiritual infidelity, spurred by his alliances through marriage, not only defiled the land, but also fractured his covenant with God. This dark period in Solomon's reign is vividly painted as a time when the air was thick with the smoke of sacrificial fires, and the valleys echoed with the cries of the innocent, a testament to the depth of Solomon's fall from grace. Amid this backdrop of religious syncretism and moral decay, the narrative introduces a divine admonition through the prophet Elijah, who foretells the rending of the kingdom from Solomon's hands. This prophecy, steeped in the inevitability of divine justice, sets the stage for the eventual division of Israel into two kingdoms, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah. The schism, a direct consequence of Solomon's actions and his wives' influences, marks a pivotal moment in the biblical saga, illustrating the stark repercussions of forsaking Yahweh's commandments. The story of Naamah and Solomon, however, is more than a mere recounting of historical events. It is a narrative imbued with lessons on the dangers of compromising one's faith and principles for love or political gain. Solomon's embrace of his wives' gods under Naamah's influence serves as a cautionary tale about the pernicious effects of idolatry and the insidious nature of sin, which can lead even the wisest astray. The biblical account spares no detail in describing the spiritual and societal corruption that ensued from Solomon's apostasy. The high places became scenes of abominable rites, where the air was filled with the scent of incense and the land was defiled by blood. The text suggests that these acts of idolatry were not merely personal failings of Solomon, but were indicative of a broader decline in societal morals and religious purity. As the kingdom teetered on the brink of division, the narrative shifts to focus on the aftermath of Solomon's reign, highlighting the fragility of human wisdom and the enduring need for divine guidance. The eventual split of the kingdom, fulfilling Elijah's prophecy, is portrayed as a tragic yet necessary outcome of Solomon's failure to heed God's warnings. This division heralded a tumultuous era for the people of Israel and Judah, one marked by internal strife, idolatry, and the gradual erosion of the covenantal relationship with Yahweh. The tale of Naamah and Solomon, rich in its portrayal of human complexity and divine sovereignty, ultimately serves as a meditation on the consequences of our choices and the impermanence of earthly power. It reminds us that wisdom, no matter how profound, is vulnerable to corruption, and that the pursuit of God's will must supersede all earthly desires and alliances. In reimagining this story, it becomes evident that the saga of Naamah and Solomon is not merely a historical account, but a timeless narrative that resonates with themes of love, betrayal, and redemption. It challenges readers to reflect on their own faith and the temptations that might lead them astray, emphasizing the importance of steadfastness in the face of moral and spiritual challenges. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Blessings to you all.